Hello, members. Anyone? Can you hear me, guys? Hello, I need someone to unmute him or herself and then let me know whether you can hear me.
Yes, sir, we can hear you.
Yes, we can hear you. Good morning.
Nixon? Nixon, can you hear me? Guys, can you hear me?
Yes, we can hear you. We can hear you. Good morning.
Good morning. Good morning, guys. How are you?
Fine, fine. Thank you, sir.
I'm very sorry we started somehow late, but we shall still cover what you're supposed to cover. Let me first do something here and then we just start without wasting any more time. So guys, who attended the Saturday's training? Anyone who attended the Saturday's training here?
We have just the washroom here just next behind you.
Yes, please. Nixon. Mr. Nixon. Mr. Nixon, can you hear me? Guys, can you see my screen?
Yes, we can see.
So on Saturday we had a training, but I'm very sorry I didn't attend. I was somehow caught up. I had an exam, but hope Mr. Javira took you in a training, and hope everything was a success. So today we are going to have a training. We had our first training by Mr. Nixon, and I'm very sure those who attended, we actually grasped some things that were helpful. And today we're going to look at how we are going to look at the layout, then we see how we can insert information, create pages, and then put information on our pages, work on maybe different types of menus, and where we can put these menus there that they can be displayed on our websites. We're going to look at all that in a few minutes. I don't know why the number is low, because today we are actually around, let me see, we are around 7 people. I don't know where others are, but hope they're also joining us very soon, because I didn't want to leave anyone behind. If we can get a number of around maybe 12 people, then we shall actually be good to go. We shall be good to go. So we are going to have a different type of session. As I said before, and our training is also online on YouTube. So we have our WordPress site, and this is how it looks like. This is kind of our menu. This is our header. This section here is our header. The section in white is our header, and here we have the inverse, where we have the inverse company. It's like a logo. It's like a logo, a company logo will be pressed here. Then we have our menus here. We have home, our story, news, contact, and everything. Then when we scroll down, we have this section here. Here it's where we put maybe our slider, our pictures, everything. Then we have the body. All this that you see down here is the body. And then we have our footer down here. So we're going to look at how we can come up with something like this in a few minutes, and then Okay, so without wasting time, I'm very sure the last speakers, they took us through how we can install WordPress, and then how we can log in to our WordPress sites. So I'm not going to go through those processes on how we shall log in to our WordPress sites, because I'm very sure Mr. Javila or Nixon would have told us on, maybe they taught us on how, because I didn't attend the Saturday's training. But I already logged in to the back end of our website, and this is how it looks like. This is how our back end looks like. We have, I see Mr. Nixon installed Jetpack, and do you guys know what Jetpack is? Anyone tell me what Jetpack is? John from UC. John, do you hear me? Hope you guys are hearing me. Mr. Nixon. Mr. Nixon, I could be here teaching myself, and yet you guys are not hearing me. Okay, Joan says, you guys, you're muted. You need to unmute yourselves if you want to speak. That's why I can't hear you. Joan, you need to unmute yourself.
I can hear you.
Okay, now, Joan, I was asking, what do you know? Have you ever heard about Jetpack?
No, I haven't heard about it.
Okay. So Jetpack is a WordPress plugin. It's actually a security plugin that helps us monitor our WordPress sites. It has a lot of details. I think with time we shall go through maybe those details, because I'm not yet a teacher about Jetpack, but I just saw it here and I was like, maybe you guys can understand what it does. But what it does, it helps us to monitor our WordPress websites. If it goes off, it sends a notification that your WordPress site is off. And it also helps us to connect social media platforms, whereby maybe I have Facebook, I have Twitter, I have a LinkedIn, and I want that everything I post on my website, it has to go directly to my social media platforms minus posting them there. So it shares directly. The moment I share on my WordPress site, all this information that I've shared should be shared automatically to my social media platforms. That's what Jetpack does also. So I'll just go directly to appearance, and under appearance we have it's where we have our theme. So this theme you're seeing here, it's under. Let me first check the themes we have and then the themes that are installed. I just restarted my machine, so it is somehow slow, and I'm very sorry for that, but with time it is going to pick up. Okay, so these are different types of themes that we actually have. We have the Nave theme. We have the 2021, 2023, and 2022. And the active theme here that we have, it is Nave 3. So it's this, it is this theme that you're seeing here on my screen. this theme here that you're seeing here, it's the one that is active and the one that is installed, and it's the one that we are going to use. You can get different types of themes. You download them, but they're not, some are free and some are not free. So you can get different types of themes that you download them and then you install them to your WordPress sites. There are many different types of themes that you guys can purchase. You can actually visit Theme Forest. This is where we purchase themes from. There are different, very many sites that sell themes. So we have this one here, this website here. So it sells themes. It has every type of theme that you want. It has every type of theme that you want. So you go purchase a theme. Maybe you need an e-commerce website. You search here for an e-commerce theme. Then you add it into your cart. You pay your money, and then you'll be able to download this theme. And they're not expensive because they go for around, most of them go for around between $40 to $70. So they just pay from $65 to $69. Because the most expensive theme that I've seen so far, it goes for $69. So you guys who have done some mathematics, you can compute and see how much $69 is in Ugandan shillings. But it's not a lot of money. So I'm saying you can download themes from here. We have themes, WordPress themes. It has a lot of things, by the way. Even the content management systems, the UI templates, the plugins. You guys who are software engineers, you can download. You can purchase a lot of things from Inverto Market. So we go back to our WordPress, our dashboard here, and see what we can do better with our website. So I'm going to create the first page. I don't need to use these pages here. They're already created. I need to actually create my own pages. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to create a page. And I hope you guys, some of us are very new to our WordPress. So we shall create pages. And if I want to create a new page, just within my back end, you know, these things are very easy because you just need to actually read. If you know how to read, the language is in English. It's not in Chifumbira, as Mr. Nixon always says. No, this is English. And it's not in French, but you can actually, anyway, you can actually, the good thing with WordPress is that you can actually create your own language. So you guys, I'm very sure someone will create maybe, if you're Msoga, if you're Muganda, if you're Nyankore, you can actually create for us maybe that one that uses Nyankore so that you can be able to read and understand these things. But I want to create a new page. And if I want to create a new page, I just go under pages. So these are different types of pages that we have that are already installed. We have About Us, we have the album, we have Contact, we have Gallery, Home, Internship, Management. So we have many pages. So we have all pages, they are 15. You see them from here. We have 15 pages. The ones that are published are 14, which means these are active pages. If we say published, they are active pages. The one that is drafted, it is one page, which means it's there. It's not published yet, but it's created. So that's why it is in draft. Then we have trash. I'm very sure all of us know what trash is. These ladies here, these daughters of Eve, they like saying that that all men are trash. So I don't need to explain this to you, what trash means. I'm very sure the ladies know better what trash is because I always see on their statuses putting all men are trash. I'm not sure what trash means. But anyway, it means this page here that we have in trash, it's deleted, but not permanently deleted. Actually, we just put it in trash. Like It is just there. If I want it, I'll still go and pick it. If I want it, I'll still go and pick it. I publish it once again. And if I want, I will delete it permanently. It's like now I have rubbish in a trash, in a bin, and then maybe I just dropped something there accidentally, and I can go back and actually get it back. Or I can try to burn all this rubbish and delete everything permanently. So this is how it also works. So I'll create a page here, new page. Sorry about my machine. As I said, it is, I don't know whether it is network, but it is somehow slow. That's why it is taking some good time to load. But as it is loading, do we have anyone with a question? Why so fast? Because I might be leaving you behind, guys, and I don't want to leave anyone behind. So do we have anyone with a question yet? Guys, you can unmute yourself and tell me, or you can actually type in the chat and let me know if we have anyone with a question. As my site is loading, I don't know why it is taking long to load, but I think it's network. Okay, hope there is no one with a question. Let me just check on my side. It is still loading. Why is it still loading? Why is it taking long to load? Guys, anyone with a question? Or should I continue? Okay, let me, I think it could be, shouldn't be my network. I think the problem could be at the server end. Let me just log in to another site here and see whether it had the same issue. If it had the same issue, then I will know maybe it's network. So I want to log into, let me just get any site because I have many sites. Let me just pick one that I can maybe use. Okay, let me just use this here. Let me just use this here to be so fast for us compared to the other side of ours. I think it is yeah, so this is a security plugin that does this. You don't just log in to sites far. You need to authenticate that actually the site you're logging in is your site. That's why it is asking for two-factorization. So let me just put one here. Okay, finally our site has opened. So it is telling me to add a title. So here it is actually what am I going to add? I'm going to add a title. Maybe I'll call it what can I call it? Academics. Academics, and this is my page. Academics. Then I'll publish. I'll publish. Now publishing is like create. So I'll need to publish this page here. Academics. So here it is telling me academics is now live. Academics is now live. So that means I've created this page. And if I want to preview, or if I want to view this page, how it looks like, I'll come here and view the page. I always like viewing from a new tab and see the page I've created, what is there, which content do I have. So actually the page I've created, it is empty. It has nothing. My page I've created is empty. It has nothing. And now this is the page that we are going to add content. This is the page that we're going to add content, and check maybe the layout of this page and see. That's how we all create pages. So you guys don't. It's not magic that we create pages. No. So this is a page I've created, academics, and now I need to go and we start editing this page. We start putting content to this page, and find out maybe our layout, how it will come out. So I always like to copy this page. I don't like things of searching. Then I'll come and search. It is here. It's already created. Remember, there are some sites that have around, maybe you have a site that has more than 100 pages, or 200 or 300 pages. So you don't need to go looking by one. No, you just type and then search by name from here. Just paste and then search your page from here. But since I still have it here, then I don't need to actually search it. So I'll edit this page. We have many page builders. We have a lot of page builders. You can actually, you guys will search about them. We have Elementor. There are some sites that actually come with their inbuilt page builder, like page builders. But most guys use Elementor, and some guys use I'm forgetting the names. So unfortunately, this page of ours here, we don't have any page builder that is installed. So I think this is okay. I don't need to install any page builder. I can install Elementor, but let me just use this one here that actually has a page builder that is installed to make my work easy. Okay. Interesting. So these are the problems that we face. So my site has an error, but that won't stop me from using it. Okay, I've just created a new page, which is academics. And this is the page that I need to work with. Academics. Okay, so I have this website here. It has a page builder. So the theme that we purchased, some themes have their page builders, their inbuilt page builders. But if you're not interested in these page builders, you can actually install your own page builder and start using it. Some people like using Elementor. Maybe it is very easy for them. So what they do, they actually ignore this page builder and install maybe like Elementor, and then they start using Elementor. So that's the better with WordPress. It doesn't restrict you from using their own page builders. No, you can actually install your own page builder and then start installing, start using that page builder. So I've created my page, which is academics, and it's empty. If you are to preview this page, if you are to look what is there, let us first see how it looks like here. So this is how it looks like. I have a page which is academics and it is empty. So I'll start with one thing. We shall start with changing the background here of this page actually. Academics, we need to put our own picture. So there is a picture in the back end, but that's not the picture that we want. This is a default one. So we need to put a picture that actually suits what we need. That suits what we need. So shall go back to our editor. And as I said, most pages, now this page builder I'm using, it's for the theme. So you'll find different themes have different functionalities. It's not a must that you will actually add maybe the picture from this side. No, like when you're using Elementor, it's different. It's different. So you need to learn one by one how to use these page builders. Because I myself have just learned using Elementor, because I've so far worked on maybe like 5 sites that use Elementor, and my first site was a very big challenge because I just needed first to learn how to use Elementor. And now these are themes. Now we also have templates. We also have templates. Now when you look at this. When you look at this kind of website, we have this website here. And now when you look at this website, it's not a theme. Now this one is not a theme, but this is a template. This is a template here that I'm actually using. This is the template here. And these things, editing a template and a theme, they are 2 different things. They are 2 different things. So we are back here. I want to show you how we can actually add the background picture. So here I have the page options. Under page options, I have the layout, I have the title style, I have the header, I have the bullet. So under page layout, I have what we call page title background. So I'll come here. I have these pictures here. So I want to add maybe any picture. Any picture. Let me see. Let me get this. So after picking this, I'll use this media. And then I update. Remember with WordPress, every change you make, you need to be updating. You need to be updating. So if we visit our site once again and refresh, so you guys can see our picture has changed now in the background. Our picture has changed. So another thing is, if I've created a page, and I want to include this page on this menu here. I want to include this page on this header. I want to include the page on a header. How do I do this? That's also another question. How do I do this? How do I add a page to the menu? You know, we have pages, we have menus, and we can create a page and create a menu. So I want to add academics as a page. I want to add it on a menu. So what I'm going to do, I'll just come back here. Now, not here. I'll just go back here and open from a new tab. So I want to get a dashboard. And on my dashboard, I have what we call appearance. On my dashboard, there's what we call appearance. Hope you guys can hear me and can see my screen. If you can't hear me and you can't see my screen, you guys can raise up your hand or put or comment. You comment, I'll be able to see your comments after. Or you can unmute yourself and then talk. I'll be able to hear you. Because since I'm sharing my screen, I'm not visiting this page. And I won't be able to see your comments. but someone says so far so good. So let's continue. So I'm saying under our dashboard, we have appearance. So under appearance, we have menus. Under appearance, we have menus. So just click on menus. Under menus, how many menus do I have? So I need to first check how many menus do I have. I'll come here and select, I have the top menu. Now the top menu here that you see here, it is actually this menu here. It's this menu up here. This part in is it blue or dark blue? Yeah, this part in dark blue. But these ones here, the IHL.UCU, these telephone numbers and policies and whatever, they are not part of the they're part of the menu, yes, but they're not pages or they're not menus. But we can create other menus here. We can create other menus here. So this is a top menu. This is the main menu. So I want to add our page that we have created on the main menu. So it is the one that is selected. Under main menu, we have home, we have the blog, we have team, we have contact us. We have contact us. So I'll still come. Now I want to search for I'll come and pick academics, the one that I'm just from creating. I say add it to menu. So after adding it to menu, I'll save and refresh. Now I've saved, I'll just come back here on my site and refresh. So after refreshing, I'll have this page here, academics. I'll have this page, academics. Okay. But since this site is live, and some people are visiting it, I don't want to make this, I don't want to receive calls from my bosses asking me why there is this part of academics and yet it shouldn't be there. So I want to delete this page from my menu, and this is how I will do it. You go under the page, these pages have arrows, these drop down arrows, you select this arrow. You people, there's a difference between removing a menu and deleting a menu. The moment you delete this menu, you have to create it once again, afresh. So here you need to first open your eyes very wide, and actually you need a sober mind when you're working with menus. So there's a difference between remove and delete. One time I deleted a menu. I think I was working with Mr. Nixon on the main website for UCU. If we didn't have a backup, then I think it was a gone case. But the good thing is that we had a backup. After I deleted this menu, just went back to the backup and got the backup. So I'll remove this, and after removing the menu, I'll just save, come back here and refresh. It's not there. But the good thing is that we still have our page. So we have created the background page. Now we need to create content. We need to create content for this page. So my reference will be, let me see. Okay, my reference will be this part here. My reference will be this part here. We shall create from here. We shall create from here up to maybe up to here. Because all I'm giving is just I'll not tell you how you're going to maybe do that design for your website. This design will be in your head. It's you and your client that would be thinking about the design that you guys want. But me, all I'm going to tell you is I'm going to show you how you can add content, maybe how you can add the layout. Yes, that's what I'm going to show you. So we have our page here. And if you visit our page, apart from the background picture that you have added, there is nothing else. So I like working with wrappers. I like working with wrappers because whenever I want to maybe edit something, it always becomes very easier for me when I work with wrappers. So we have our page builder, and this part here, this part you see here that has wrappers, elements, templates, custom templates. That is our page builder. Now it is this page builder that is actually that is going to help us build our website. I need to also see what I'm doing. So let me first log in here to this training using my phone. Maybe you guys could be seeing something different. Let me first log into this training so that I can also see what I'm doing. Jesus. Okay, so I have wrappers. I have side wrapper. There's a difference between a wrapper and a side wrapper. I'll show you the difference. But as of now, I'll need to add this wrapper here. By how do I add a wrapper? I just click on it. Now a wrapper, it's like you have a house. It's like you have a house. You've done your foundation. But in this house, you've just constructed it as a whole. It's a whole. You know, maybe a conference hall. And now you need to add sections, or you need to add rooms in this house. So now what I've just created one big house, but in this house, I don't have rooms. And now I need to put maybe rooms or sections in this house. So I've just created my wrapper, which I can call my house. And now in this house of mine, I need to put sections. First of all, I need to look at I said I'm going to use this site as a reference. So this site here, first of all, it has buttons. These are buttons. These are buttons here. And I need to add these buttons on this site. Maybe I need to have these buttons on this website here. So I'll still come back on my site. These buttons, if you see our screen here, we have 1, 2, 3, 4. We have 4 buttons. So you can decide to add 4 buttons in 4 sections, or you can decide to add 4 buttons in 2 sections. In 2 sections, we can make all these 2 buttons active. So what do I mean? I'll come here and our sections. Now we have what we call columns. Now these are columns here. We have 1 out of 1. We have 1 out of 2, 1 out of 3. So 1 out of 2, it means every column, there are 2 equal columns. Like you guys, if you've done HTML, you know, we have what we call, maybe you need to create 2 equal divs. We call them divs. So now these ones here, they are just columns. If I want to add 2 equal columns on my website, I'll just pick this I have, and actually it's a drag and drop. You know, I'll drag it and then drop it in this wrap of mine. So when I drop it there, I'll have 1 column. I will have 1 column. Now that means I have 1 room. I have 1 room in my house. But now I need 2 rooms, 2 equal rooms in my house. I need 2 equal rooms in my house. So I can duplicate this from this section here, or I can still drag and drop it. I can still drag and drop it. So I have 2 equal rooms in my house now. Now in the other house of mine, maybe I want to add 1 big room, and then I also add 1 smaller room. Maybe like you have a sitting room, you know, you want your sitting room to be big. So I'll just pick 2 out of 3. I just add it. Now, if you're to realize this section here is bigger than this section here. This section here is bigger than this section here. So, and I need a small room. So I need to occupy this space here. Sorry. This space here, I also need to put a smaller room, maybe a bedroom. So in my house, I need 1 big room, and I need a smaller bedroom, maybe for my mattress. So I'll still come here and look at these columns of mine. And you know, now here it's logic. It's logic. You just need to know which one fits there. You know, which one fits there. So if I'm not mistaken, I can use 1 out of 3. I can put it there. I can use 1 out of 4. It can also go there. I can also put 1 out of 5. I can also put 2 out of 5. So I'll just need to use, I'll use 1 out of 3. I can delete it and say no. Let me use 1 out of 4. I say this room is maybe bigger. I just need maybe a small one, 1 out of 6. Hope you guys, we are together. I don't want to leave anyone behind. So now in my rooms that I've created, these 2 equal rooms that I've created. Remember, we started with creating a very big house. Now in this very big house, we have added 2 rooms. Now these 2 rooms are empty. These 2 rooms are empty. We now need to add things. Maybe we need to add chairs in these 2 rooms. We need to add beds in these 2 rooms, so that when someone comes in, he's able to see the beds, he's able to see the chairs. So now for us here, we shall add the buttons. Now the buttons are our tables, are our chairs. So now I'll not work with wrappers, I'll work with elements. I'll come on elements. Now it's like now I have visited a workshop, a furniture workshop, and now on this furniture workshop, I want to start shopping. Now this is my shop here, and I want to shop. I want to get beds, chairs, seats. So that's what we call elements. It's just an English word, elements. So I'll just come and say, I need buttons. I need a button. Buttons are here. So as I said before, it's a drag and drop. So I'll drag and drop. So I have my button there. I can duplicate this button and then drag it and drop it here. Or I can delete it and then drag this button here. You know, Ugandans, we are very hard people to work with. When I don't show you this, you say, he didn't teach us. He just taught us how to add buttons, but on the next section, we saw him maybe copying. So I have my buttons there. So when I update this house of mine, and I visit it once again, how does it look like? So this is how my house looks like. I have 2 buttons there, but I can make this 4. I can make this 4. So I'll still come here. Now these buttons, I can edit this button here, like this. So I have button 1, which is active. I have its style here, button style. I have button 2, which is not active. I have its style here. So I'll go to button 2, and this button 2, it doesn't have any word. So what was WordPress here? We had Spotify, we had Bandcamp. So I'll say Bandcamp. This is the spelling. And then I'll say save. So you're not seeing my button being added here. You're not seeing my button being added here, but in the back end, my button is there. So when I update this, okay, and I visit my website, we visit our site once again, I'll have 2 buttons. Hope you guys we are together. I don't want to leave anyone behind. Let me first go back to and see. Okay, yeah, we are still good to go. Guys, any question? Or we are good to go? Any question so far? Okay, there is no question. Let's continue. You're good students. I like students who understand very fast. So I have 2 buttons here. Now I want to add the 4th button. I'll still come to this 2nd button now. I edit this button, and it was YouTube Music. YouTube Music. Okay, so I add it, I update my site, I refresh. Sorry, it has not updated once. It is still updating. Okay, it's done. Let me refresh. So when I refresh, I have 4 buttons. So there's one way of adding this. As they say, there are many ways of killing a rat. So this is one way of killing a rat. This is one way of adding these 4 buttons. But I can still add these 4 buttons in a different way, in a different style. So what do? I'll come here, delete this. Now I'll put 4 rooms. I want to put 4 rooms in my house. I want to put 4 rooms in my house. So there is what we call 1 out of 4. Hope you guys are seeing it. 1 out of 4. I can still come here, put it here. So I'll still say 1, 2, 4. And these 4 rooms of mine, I want to add buttons. I'll come add this button. Let me just delete this and just copy this, duplicate this. Okay, so I have 4 buttons here. 1, 2, 3, 4. I have 4 beds in my 4 bedrooms. So if I update this, and check on my style, check on my house, how it looks like. So this is how my house looks like so far. So I have this type of buttons. I have this type of buttons. Okay, so I can delete this, and I still have the 4 buttons. If I refresh here, I have my 4 buttons here. But if you look at our site, let me just put this site here so that it becomes very easy for me. So these guys, they are using, I can say it's a boxed version of site. Their content is boxed. Their content is boxed, and our content here, it's actually, our content here is not boxed. So, you know, our clients are very funny. They are very funny people to deal with. They tell you, me, I just want just want this design. So you guys, since some of us here are developers, there is what we call padding. If you guys have heard about padding, and I'm very sure we have heard about padding, you just play around with your padding style. That is CSS cascading style sheet. No, WordPress comes with everything. It comes with inbuilt CSS. Everything is there for you to actually use. So I can still have my buttons in a different kind of way. I can still have maybe 1 out of 1. This here. Let me just copy this button and just drop it here inside. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. But no, let me just use an easy one. Let me just use 1 out of 6. I duplicate this 6, and these are 6. So I can now, I want to add buttons in different houses. So let me just get this button here. I want to put 4 buttons. I'll put 1, 2, 3, 4. When I update this, how does my house look like now? So I'll still visit my house, academics, and refresh and see how my house looks like. So I think now we have 4 buttons here. 4 different buttons here in different styles. So you guys, if you're a developer or if you're a designer, you need to be having these things in your head. You just need to play around with these things are there for you to play around with. They're there for you to actually help you come up with a clear design that you want. So now, since I have what I want, I can still delete this and maybe stay with this. Stay with this. So I can edit this button now. Sorry, my site is still updating. It's now done. I can edit this button. Now, when I want to edit, I have kind of a pencil. When I hover on my section, a pencil appears. So I click on this pencil and allows me to edit. So here I'll put the text, which our site had, it was Spotify. So I'll say Spotify. This is where we insert our link, where our button takes us. If I click on this button, where should it take me? Here, button link. So I can come here, button. I want to change the button color to black. So now this is where I do my CSS from. This is our CSS. So button text color, it should stay in white. Then button background color, it should be black. Then I'll save this. It was Bandcamp. So I'll still come here and say Bandcamp. Go back to my style. I change text color to white, then background color to black. I save. And then after saving, I update. I refresh my site and see how it looks like. So members, this is how my site looks like now. It just looks like the same way I have this site here. But now this button is here. This button is in a rectangle format. It's in a rectangle format, and ours is in ours is curved. So how do I put it in a rectangle format? I'll still come here under my button. I edit my button. I'll go to style. Under style, I have what we call button border radius, button background. So under button background, I have gradient vertical, gradient horizontal, bottom border. So I need to make, I'll make these 2 pixels. I'll come here and say I need it in solid. Let me just try solid and see. If I say my button should be solid, how does it look like? So after refreshing, I'll come here and refresh. So I have my button in a rectangle form. I have my button in a rectangle form. So members, these things are easy. That's how actually you play around. That's how you play around with these things. That's how you play. This is a refresher course. Everyone can do WordPress, but not everyone can do WordPress. No, you need to be having knowledge about HTML. You need to be having knowledge about PHP. You need to be having knowledge about CSS. You need to be having knowledge about JavaScript. You know, you need to be having knowledge about all these things to actually come up with a nice website. Because you're going to add an element, and this element is not there, and you have to code it. Maybe you can you have to code it like a widget. After coding it like a widget, you have to go and code it back to actually appear on your website. So, members, we have just added 4 buttons now. Now, let's, as time is not our friend, because I want us to finish early. If I'm to look at this site, I want to create Meet the Artist and our band. So I want to create the next section. Members, I want to create the next section. Let me first see if there is any question in the chat before I rush. Okay, there's no question there. That means we are still good to go. So I want to create this next section here that has Meet the Artist, our band, and then create this section. We're going to create 3 sections, and then we shall call it a day. I'm going to create this section here. I create this section, and then this section here with this kind of color and maybe a picture. Let me see if I can download these pictures. Good. The good thing, I can download them and I can use them. So let me first download these pictures so that it becomes so easy for me to actually come up with something like this. Okay. Just a moment. Just download these pictures and then it'll be good to go. I just need to use the same pictures. I don't want you guys to complain that he used the other pictures, we didn't understand. No, I want to use these pictures here so that you have no complaint that I used the other pictures and you guys didn't understand. So let me first download them and we'll get back to our site. Okay, so we are good to go. So let us create this section here, this section, and see how it looks like. So shall still come back to our back end. I will add a wrapper. I will add a wrapper now. In this wrapper, I will add a title, an element. I can first add a column in this wrapper. Then after I add an element, which is title. So I'll edit this title, and this title has our band. So I'll take this, I'll copy this and maybe paste it here. Our band. When I refresh, when I update this site here and visit it, how does it look like? Okay, so it has created our title, but this title of ours, it is on the side and ours was centered. So just come back here, we edit this, say style, under style I'll say text align. So this is like Word now. Remember, this is like Microsoft Word. I'll say I need it centered, and this, it had this, so I also need this. So I'll bring this here under general. So this is like a caption. I'll put it under caption. Under caption, I save and then visit our site and see how it looks like. Okay, we are there. So this is how our site looks like. This is how our site looks like. So you see, there's no big difference with this one. We now need to add pictures. We need to add pictures and content down. We need to add pictures and content down. So members, how do we do this? How do we do this? I'll just come here. Just come here. I can say I need, as I said, I like working with wrappers, but I can, let me see. Okay. Just need this 1, 2, 6, 6, 6. Yeah, and I just need this top of these guys. On top of these guys. Just in one wrapper, I just need these on top of these guys. So I need to add my 4 pictures. I need to add my 4 pictures. I want to keep shape of my site. That's why I'm using many divs. And out of the many divs, out of the 6 divs, I'm going to use only 4 centered divs. That's where I'm going to add my pictures from. So I'll come here, say under elements. I say no, I need now. This time I've shopped chairs, I've shopped beds. I now need sofa seats. So I'll say now in this shop, I need a sofa seat, and the name of the sofa seat that I need is actually a picture. I'll say image. So I'll pick image and just drop it here. 1, 2, 3, 4. So I have my 4 images here. So I'll go and insert my images from my album. So remember, we downloaded our images, so we need to upload them. I'll come here. I can still drag and drop these images in this media, but I want us to go step by step. But if you gain experience on how you can use WordPress and you become a master, you don't need to actually do these things. Just drag and drop, and then you run like a mad person. You go and choose your command after your client has paid you. And if you're there, you know you're good in WordPress. Actually, I have a deal for you. My students from UC, you can still check on me in office, and we discuss about terms and conditions. And if also those from Nova Edges, you can still give me a call, guys, and we actually talk business, because I don't want to teach you things and you say, you taught us, but jobs are not there. No, jobs are there. You come and I give you a job if you're good in WordPress. I have many sites, so I can decide to give you one and you help me develop it. And you choose your command in peace. Then first, if there is any question, can you add maybe a logo with a name word in the button? Yes, members. No, sorry. In a button, we can't add an image. You can't add an image in a button. You can't add an image, but you can add a logo. You can add a logo with a name. In the 4 sections that have links. They can also act like your button. They can as well act as your button. Let us continue. So what was our first image here on our site? It was this gentleman plus a lady. Okay, so I'll just this gentleman here. I'll add the image. Then go here and pick another image for the lady, the way they're in order. Then go in and pick this gentleman. Then lastly, I'll go in and pick this gentleman here. Members, those from UCU, you can actually, hope you guys are taking screenshots for this training, because you can actually use this in your reports. You can actually use this in your reports. So you can take screenshots of your screens so that when you're writing your reports, you have evidence that you actually studied these things. So let me save and see what we have so far. So when I refresh, this is what we have so far. And if I'm not mistaken, if I'm to visit my site here, I think the same thing that we have. Let me see. Okay, so we have names, and if you look at these images, they don't hover. They're constant. They don't hover. And our images, they hover. You know, when I click on them, they hover. So I also want to make them constant, that they don't hover. So I'll still come back here on my image. I edit, and then where we have link to, here, I'll say link to none. I save. So remember, this is what I was saying. If you have your logo and you want to use it as a link, there is what we call a custom link, custom URL. So you choose custom URL, you put your link that your image will be linking. But for us, our images should be constant. They should be not linking to any platform. They should be linking to none. Okay, I'll save, and then I save this. Come back here on our site and refresh and see what we have. Okay, so our images are, remember, our images are constant. They're not refreshing. They are, sorry, they are not actually linking to anything, and they're not hovering. So what is next? What is next? Let me see if you have any question. No question. So what is next here is add these names, Jason Owen, Jason Owen. Okay, it's just one name, which is okay. I'll copy this name here. So just come under my image here. That's why I want to put a name. So how do I do this, members? How do I do this? So the logic is simple. Let me first see if these names are in capital letters. Yeah, they're in capital letters. So I'll just come here and still say I need a title. I just drop this, just draw the name of this guy. I'll copy this and drag it here, copy and drag it here. Anyway, let me just first work on one so that it becomes easier for me. So I'll put this title. So this guy was Jason Owen, and this guy Jason Owen here is a vocal. I'll just copy this and still come back here, and under caption, I'll just put it here. So I need to go under my settings. Let me see. Oh, where? Let me see. Okay, let me first look at this. Font. Okay. Color, caption color. They're on black. They're on black. Topography. Size, title, size. Members, you can add, maybe you can include the size from here. Title font. We have title font style. It's normal. You can put it in italics, in what, whether you want. We have title font upper. So you're saying please enable uppercase. Caption size, it is enabled from here. Caption font, italic caption font size here. So when I add this title, I want my caption to be under my title. So I just save this and copy this, all these guys. I copy this, all these guys here. Then I save and see what we have. Okay, so remember, this is what we have, but you realize the spacing is, the words are big, and then which is different from this, So how do we do that? So we shall still come back here under our image, under our titles, and decrease the font size. So you can say we need our font size to 18 or 19. So let me first save this and see how it comes out. Okay, so this is what we have. And if you have to look, our names are centered. Our names here are centered. So we also need to make sure that our names are centered here. So I'll still come here under title and say style. I need it on the center. Save. So I don't need to actually, I just need now to copy and paste these guys here so that it saves our time. And then I save and refresh on my page. So members, that's how it is. And now we are good to go. Because if you see this and this, we are good to go. So we can say it now. You see, members, you see these guys here. This guy has space here, like the spacing. So how do I do this? I can, and my spacing here is somehow small. So I can say I'm going to use this title here, but I will not use this caption. Instead, I'll just use something else. Maybe I would say text, and then I choose a text box, and this is what I'll put here. Under text box, I'll put this guy, and then I'll say style. I just need it on the center, and then say save. So when I save from here and refresh here, so you see there is a difference. So this is exactly what this guy did here. Hope members, we are still together. There's a difference. So I can say no. Let me have this guy. Let me have this guy deleted. Let me have this guy deleted. And then use a text instead of having a caption. Let me just use a text box. So when I save and refresh, that's what I have. That's what I have. So now, members, I just need to do one more thing here. Now I need to create this section. I need to create this section here. But this section, it is for news. It is from the blog. It's from the blog, and we have different kinds of blog. So now this guy decided to use this kind of blog. But okay. No, instead of creating this section here, let us create this section here that has a video and then some content. So members, you can add videos on our website and they do stream. So let's just add a video on our site and add content just beside our site. Because this is now this kind of blog, I need to create all this content here, which is going to take my time. Not actually my time, which is going to take our time. Let me first see if there is any question so far. There's no question. So members, I want us to finish at exactly 10 minutes to 1. So we have around 16 minutes, and I want us to use them so fast, because I know you guys, I was told that when you're teaching people, 1 hour is for attention, another hour, people be thinking about other things. So let us create another section here. I'll just still create my wrapper. I'll create my wrapper. Did I click on it? Yeah, it has been added. Now in this wrapper, I want to create a YouTube video and then add some content. So I'll still use, let me see how it is designed here. Video and YouTube. I still have a lot of space this side. So this time around, I'm going to use a 4 section. This time around, I'm going to use this guy. I'm going to use this guy here. Then I need to insert an element. I need to insert a video. This guy here. And I need to insert a text title. I'll need a title first. Then after the title, I'll need a text just below the title. So I need to copy this information here and put it under our title. Sorry, under our title. Then I need to copy that text and put it in the text area. Members, you can also type. Let's not have these instances where the client gives you work and you go and copy things from another website. No, if the client has given you information, please make sure you're typing this information. Yeah, the things of copying and doing what. So I'll need to insert a video. So which video can I insert? Let me just list YouTube and insert any video. So I'm going to insert this video there. So just copy this. Just copy the link. I'll copy the link. Come back to my videos here. And I say I want a YouTube video, the one that is selected. I paste my link there. I save. Then after saving, come and save my page builder and refresh and see what we have. Let's see what we have. Okay, this is what we have. It's still loading, but the design is becoming very small. The design is becoming small. So I'll just need to say, I'm going to pick something here. I can decide to use, let me see. I can decide to use this half. I can say, let me use half. And then I just put my video here, my title, and then my text. Then I save this and then refresh here. So remember, when I refresh, it is still loading. That's why you don't see our video here. But when I refresh, this is what we have. This is what we have. Now this guy here is using, let me see the section he used it, the design. So this guy, so when I refresh, this is what we have, members. When I refresh, this is what we have. We have our video, we have our text here. You can actually put this text to the mid-row, to the where, anywhere you want. Just play around with these things. So I'll just, what is time? I'll need time for questions. Okay. Let me first check if there is any question. Okay, there's no question. So members, let's create our last section. Let's create our last section. Let's create this section here, this one here, and then we call it a day. Let's create this section here, and then we call it a day. So if I want to create that section, I'll still add my wrapper, which is there. Under my wrapper, I need a text and a title. I need a text and a title. So under my wrapper, I need a text. I need a text. Then I need also need a title. Also need a title. I need a title here. Then I also need these are 3 sections. I also need some 3 sections. I also need some 3 sections. Under my column, I'll need 3 sections. Two, 3. Then I also need under these sections, I also need a divider. I also need a divider. So I'll just come here under elements. I say divider. Where should I insert this divider? Okay. Divider there. Then I copy this divider into these sections here. Then under the divider, I need we need tickets. We need buttons. So I still need a button. Under here, I'll still need a button. So let me just copy these buttons to these divs here. Okay, I think that's all. I think that's all. And I have a text, and then I have okay. So I would need to duplicate this title and then copy it up here. Up here. Then I also duplicate this text and then put it under the title. Members, if you have any question, you can unmute yourself and ask. Because so our title was, our text was our band. Let me just put this here so that it becomes so easy for me. Our band. Our title was tour dates. I'll copy this and then put them under my title. Tour dates. Then the next thing is 2nd June. Hope what I'm doing is right. Let me first check. Yeah, 2nd June. Second June. June 9th. Then the last one is June 15th. Then I have my text, New York States. New York States. So my text is New York States. So I'll just put it here. And then save time. Save time. I'll just duplicate this. Save time. I'll just duplicate this. My divider. I just need my divider. I need to edit my divider. I want to give it a width of 2 pixels. The width that the strings should have. Then I need to give it a color. Divider color, I need it in white because it was in white. So I need this thing. I need this title in white. Text color, I also need it in white. I need this title. First of all, I need it centered and I need it white. Title color, I need it white. So the same goes here. Style centered. Title color, white. So all this part here, I need it in black. My background color should be black. My background color should be black. Then my button color, I saw it was yellow. So my button color should be yellow. Button background color should be yellow. And I saw it was boxed. Solid. Then my word was buy tickets. Buy tickets. Remember, when I save this and save and visit our site, what do we have? So this is what we have, members. But you realize we have, let me see here. These words are small, so you need to make them small. And our wording is big. So I'll come here. This text should also be white. Should be white. Then our words were small. You go under style, you go under padding, you change the font maybe 21 or 20. I'm just going to work on one. Then content, I just need 4. Layout should be 4. When I save this and I refresh here, what do I have? Okay. No, content should be centered, should be boxed. Members, content should be boxed here. Boxed. Then you realize I have this corresponding to my footer, and our guy here, it just finishes the entire screen. Just finishes the entire screen, and that's what I want to actually do. I want to actually finish the entire screen. So members, I'll just come here, open a new tab. Or even if I open a new tab, I'll go under my page builder here. It's got God's layer. So I'll just click on God's layer. I go under layout. I say I need it in full format. I save this. When I refresh here, it should have been 4. It should have been 4. So it also finishes the entire screen. So members, I'm just going to create something like this to show you that maybe I'm just going to create these divs with colors so that you guys can get a picture of something different. So when I put this, I can actually copy, I can actually duplicate the entire this, and I change the background to yellow. Yellow. Let me see, I just need this kind of yellow. Okay, I'll still duplicate this and change the background to maybe green. Change the background to green. I save and I refresh on my site. And members, this is what we have. This is what we have. So you can actually have columns. You can have these things play around with colors, because you need to know your client, what is his or her primary colors that he's going to use for his website. So you need to actually know these things, and then you actually start putting these colors to his things. So that's all about the page layout and adding content into. Yes, there are many things, but all I'm giving is just a belief, just belief. But you can go on and do and check, install WordPress, do these things, install themes. I'm going to, these guys from Nova, I don't know, but I'll still have my class go through these things so that they can understand them very well. But this is all what we have today. Guys, I know you're hungry and it's time for lunch. So if you have any question, please, I'm here to answer your questions. Basically, the text builder helps to build up, customize your web page from top, company name, logo, then way down to the body and to the footer, right? It's not the text builder, it's the page builder. Yeah, it's the page builder. Now, this page builder helps us to customize, to create. So if you have a template, like for example, let me just show you something very quickly and we finish. Let me just show you something very quickly and we finish. So remember, this is how we can create a page. This is how we can create a page. But since we're on a live site and these guys are using their site, I need to go back under pages, and then edit, actually trash this page that we are just from creating, because after trash, so I don't have it. So I need to show you something very quickly, remember, before we go, that will actually, I'll just create a new page here. Sorry for the errors. So I'll say this page, I'll put a text page. I publish it very quickly. After publishing it very quickly, I'll just go under this text page. I want to edit it. So I'll say edit. And then under this page, now I don't want to create columns and whatever, no. Now I want to put a template. So I'll go under templates. I have inbuilt templates. I have inbuilt blocks. They are here, contact us, what. But these things come with themes, the themes you buy. So you buy a theme and this theme will be having what we call a demo. So you'll be able to import these demos. But now these are templates. I can be able to import this template to my site. So I just come under templates. I say, I still need a template, and the template I need maybe to be looking like university home. So when I save this template under my page, and I review my page that I've just from creating, that's how it will be looking like. So remember, this is the page that we have created, right? We didn't add any data, but what we did, we just imported a template to it. So this helps me, and I can start from here to create my work. You see? So WordPress is just something that is good, that is there to actually help us modify our work and save our time. All you need to know is to actually know what you're supposed to do. And the moment you know what you're supposed to do, I'm telling you, you'll be good to go. You'll be good to go. Yes, if there is no any other question, members, any question before we get the end of this training? Susan, you can unmute yourself. Susan, you can unmute yourself. Joanne, are you still in class? Hope you members didn't. Hope you guys didn't.
Yes, sir.
Joanne, are you still in class? Any question?
Yes, in class, but I don't have any question.
Okay. Since we have no question, those who will be having questions from UCU members, you know where to find me. And these guys from Nova Ages, how many are they? I'm not even seeing. Let me see. I'm seeing Winfred. Winfred is. I'm seeing Sandra, Susan, Innocent, Anthony. I think 80%. 80% is from UCU. Okay. The screen is going to be. No, the recording is going to be shared. And you have a link. I'm also stuck somewhere trying to install WordPress on Ubuntu. Members, if you want to install WordPress on Ubuntu, first of all, you need WAMP. You need WAMP. Ubuntu uses WAMP. So you need to first install WAMP. After installing WAMP, then you'll be able to install WordPress. But before you install your local server on your machine and on Ubuntu, just the way you install XAMPP, on Windows, you install WAMP on Ubuntu, and you'll be able to install WordPress. You'll be able to install WordPress on your Ubuntu machine. Yes, so thank you for joining. Have yourself a nice lunch. Those who don't have lunch, we are very sorry. We don't provide lunch, but I'm very sure in the next training, which will be physical, if you guys happen to attend, you'll be able to have some water to drink and maybe lunch. Because Nova Ages is a big company, the director has money. I'm very sure you'll be able to actually provide lunch to the participants. Thank you for coming once again. Have yourself